Jesus says, I bless you with my perceptible presence. Bring your questions to me. April 29th, 2015. Words from Jesus through Sister Clare. Spoken by Jackie. Jesus began, Clare, not for one moment have I left you. You have done nothing to deserve that. The enemy is lying to you. Besides, didn't I tell you it's not based on your performance, but on my faithfulness to keep my word? You're here? You're talking with me? I am. Oh, thank you, Lord. My very small and fragile child, don't you know you have no righteousness of your own, but all has been given to you? And if you contain it, you will grow in holiness? Well, it's true. You see, I visit each of my brides with graces, and most receive them, but very few continue to contain them or multiply them. I visit with grace and I visit with adversity. It is usually during adversity that graces are lost. But what about those times of victory when the devil sifts us and tries to take away what we've just won? That too is an opportunity. It can go either way. One way to lose is after victory, the other is during adversity. When my bride does not receive the challenges and tests I give her, she loses grace. When she becomes self-assured after a victory, she can lose grace too. It is a matter of clinging to me or wandering off on your own, in your own will. This is why I'm so very strict with you to stay in my will at all times. I want you to contain the treasure I give you, so you may lavish them on souls. But if the living waters leak out before you get to them, well, then your pitcher is empty. And you know what that feels like when that pitcher is empty, don't you? Oh, it is so very sad to see others suffering for lack of understanding and wanting to help them, but not having the understanding they need. Even lately, Lord, people come to me with questions for you, and I don't feel competent to ask or answer them. You have asked me for this competency, and it is on the way. But your role in the body is more important than answering questions. I don't ever want you bogged down in that. I want you to teach them how to get their own answers, Clare. This is far more important and vital to me. Oh, dear ones, do not burden her with your questions. Seek me, and I will answer your questions. All of you who have been following me closely through this vessel are so close to breakthroughs in hearing and seeing me. Persevere, don't grow weary, and don't give in to unbelief or discouragement. Those are your worst enemies. May I say laziness is part of the problem? You must press in. Those who seek me with their whole hearts, they shall find me. Seek me and live the life that I promised you, the abundant life of communion with me, righteousness, peace and joy, the fruits of fellowship with me, confidence, courage, growth in charity and humility. These are the sweet flavors of the grapes that abide in the vine. Bitterness, rancor, flatness, those are the grapes that are produced without the nourishment of the true wine. As I live in you and you live in me, the grapes we produce together are bursting with nourishment and flavor. It is a cooperative venture My hands work through your hands, my feet walk through your feet, my heart beats through your heart, and all that is godly and seems impossible to you comes into fruition. All that has previously been out of your reach is now a natural fact, flowing out to other souls, hungry and thirsty for me. When you begin to see these rewards, the cultivation of new ground, the planting of new seeds, the harvesting of new fruit, rejoice greatly, for great is your reward in heaven. I have longed for cooperative ventures with my body, but so few have the faith and stamina to continue to believe, even when the ground seems hard and barren. That is why perseverance is so very important. When you labor with me, you will not always see results immediately, but you will feel a deep satisfaction that together we have plowed and planted, and by faith there will be a harvest. Each day is a new opportunity to co-labor with me. It is your unflagging love for me that keeps you coming back day after day to apply the fertilizer, cultivate the ground, and expect the harvest, knowing that nothing you do for me is in vain. All will bring forth fruit in its season. So don't grow weary, even at this late hour. Expect a joyful harvest. Expect the plump grapes and fine wine. All these are coming if you continue in your appointed jobs and do not grow weary with the tasks at hand. I know you're tired, Clare. Bear with me just a little while longer. I will answer your prayer about your schedule. But you, my precious, have to obey. We said it simultaneously. The enemy reasons with you and silly you. Your self-will loves to listen. Oh, just a little surfing, some recreation after a hard night's work. I'm sorry, Lord. It is my own fault. Yes, you do get carried away. One more thing I would like my brides to know. I have honored your prayers for Clare. I have laid up for you a storehouse of rewards for lifting her up so she could keep going. Whenever you pray for a minister in heaven, you will reap of that minister's rewards. You will say to me, "Where did that come from?" I didn't do that. And I will say to you, you prayed for that servant, and therefore you share in the reward. It is a mystery, but not one thought, not one intention goes unrewarded before me. I see the hidden things of the heart. I see the love and the care, and I reward you for what I see. And many of you are now beginning to come into your own with piercing the veil and welcoming my perceptible presence in your lives. You're beginning to see just how real the place is that I've prepared for you. You are beginning to feel the warmth and safety of my embrace, all because you believed. Continue to believe. Do not allow the enemy to steal the fruits of your labors from you. Protect these precious gifts and fruits. Remember, Satan has come to kill, to steal, and to destroy, and he will snatch them out of your hand if you let him. And I just want to give you a heads up here. Be careful who you share these experiences with. Some will think you are mentally ill, hearing things or making things up, and stay away from negativity. Many will not understand what God is doing with you and will be negative and skeptical. So take care to protect the small beginnings and signs of my indwelling presence with you. These are priceless gifts. Keep them under lock and key in your hearts. I bless you, my brides, with the abundant life of my presence, my perceptible presence in your midst. It is my joy to be with you, and even a greater joy when you recognize my workings in your midst. We are as one.